And once again, Cylinder Neck did not win none of them fights against Big Legs. First things first, Ivory, how you gonna say that Big Legs was looking for a reason to fight you when you literally requested the fight? Like you was begging to get your eye dotted like the Target dog. I ain't gonna lie, most of the fights they had tonight was ties. Round one, that was a tie. Ivory, I hate to break the news to you, baby, but you never gonna be able to win against Lex if you don't start swinging faster and bring your head up. The way you be down on the ground like you shoveling on chicken run, like you shoveling for anybody in the ground, baby, you got to pick your head up and get with the girls. You be down here swinging at the L, meanwhile Lex done flew around the room 11 times and continuously popped you in that same eye. Round two, nobody hits connected, so we can't even call that one a tie. We might as well call that one null and void. Round three was a little better for Cylinder Neck. She at least got a few hits in, but her main issue is that she's slow. She be looking at the ground with her head down, and she's slow. She be swinging like this. Meanwhile, Lex popped her in the eye like 4 or 5 times, and she be so surprised when Lex hit her back. Like, I think she's still stuck in the Natalie TV days where everybody's scared of her, and she's able to have a crush on the girl and then beat the girl up after cough Ferrari. But baby, they don't roll over here. You don't get to be mean to the girls and they don't hit you back. I think that she mad that Lex stands up herself and did not take her on the first day, and every single time she wants a fade with Lex step up to the front. Girl, they could be out at the grocery store and Lex be like, oh, I'm never ducking a fade from you, babes. I already knocked you up a few times, babe. Do you want it again? Then you already know she lost the fight when she got to keep screaming, give me another round. Let me get another round. Natalie, let me get another round. I request another round. Yeah, get back up there. I need another round from her. What you need another round for if you won so bad? If you won, you wouldn't need that again. But you lost. That eye is closing and you may want to protect the other one. And I don't know how many times I can say this, but Anna Mac, please shut the fuck up. Like, why is her malnutrition ass always in somebody else's business giving her opinion? And it's always something to do with Lex. She always jump in and rise from the... We ain't heard nothing from her all season. But whenever it got something to do with Lex, oh, she's there with her opinion. Talking about, oh. But you started with Ivory, though. You shouldn't have took her room. Lex didn't take a room, babes. Y'all did that. The OG switched the name tags around. Lex was just going where her name was. And baby, ain't nobody finna pump me up out no area. So I'm with Lex. And then I'm also with Ivory. Don't be moving stuff around. You know I don't like the girl. It's really y'all that's the issue. But you try to take the light off of the OGs and put it on Lex and be like, well, Lex, you the reason why y'all fighting 1,000 rounds. You the one who ran up in that girl room. She only ran where her name was. The girl didn't just walk in there. She didn't just see Ivory, wide Cylinder Neck Ivory on the door and just walked in there and sat on the bed. That's not what happened. And I just know that was an honor trying to imply that Big Lex is scared of Ivory. Like, ain't you the main one that's always trying to get out of a fight using your size as an excuse? Talking about, you put me in this, you put me in this. Don't get mad because you ran up in there starting with that girl and then she beat you up or whatever. Like, girl, Anna, ooh, Big Lex, please tear that up down to the reunion. I want you to knock the nutrients back into that bony. That would gonna forever be a key to me, because why would you get up in the middle of them folks arguing and be like, yeah, come on, Urkel. Then Urkel stand up with that stiff ass bob. She was ready though. That's one thing about Urkel. She stay ready. She popped that chicken off. Come on. Like, Diamond, how you gonna request a fight and then you lose? You got the mouth guard in, so pick your head up. Diamond be fighting like this. If you got the mouth guard in, if she hit you right there, ain't nothing gonna happen to your teeth, baby. You only lost one. You gonna be good, girl. How you gonna let Urkel beat you up? Like she was beating you for black and blue. Then it's taking it back to my, come on, sister, Diamond. Like, pick your head up, Diamond. Oh, you get her. Like, Diamond, do your head, Diamond. Like, girl, Diamond knew she was losing that fight. That's why she ripped that wig and then kicked that girl in the head like that. Like, I'm sitting up there laughing, and then my smile immediately faded because I'm like, here come Wide Neck again. She want another round because she keep losing. You come in here with your eyes literally swollen up down, talking about something. I already had a black eye. Yeah, and the same bitch that you trying to fight right now did that too. So why would you want to go again? Then it's the simple fact that Lex popped you real good at the beginning, and you knew you couldn't get with her. You had figured it out by then. So you said, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna use all my big ass burly weight like a linebacker, and I'm gonna rush the girl. And you rushed her into the couch, and then they pulled y'all apart. Nobody got that either. Like, babes, let it go. And I don't care what y'all say. Lord Farquhar and Jazz should be at the fucking house right now. I just think that the favoritism and the colorism has gotten to an all-time high on this show, because didn't they say that the girl Yoshi or whoever it was that went home like the first couple of episodes, didn't they say she was going through something at home as well? But nobody had nothing to say to vouch for her. Nobody pulled the whole, oh, is she going through something? She should be around people that can uplift her and cheer her up and this, that, and this and that. They even told Biggie that even though she going through something with her man, done, you know, them passed away and went to another realm, that she needs to get over it and get her fist back in the air and get to squabbling with anybody that wants to with her. Like, it's so funny how other people are here to this standard, and it's like, if you don't meet this criteria of fighting, you gotta go home. But if it's people like Emma, Lord Farquhar, and Jazz, all of a sudden, it's okay for you to be boring. It's okay for you to be going through something. It's okay for you to not talk to the girls. It's okay for you to feel like you this, that, and this, and you don't really gotta cooperate with the whole Baddies franchise like that. You still can get a chain. You still can stay. Like, okay. Natalie, Chris, and Chin, please come to the front because you need to get some new tricks. You know damn well that you only had Scotty pass that chain out because you wanted the girls to jump on her like a hyena and pop her in the face. You had already pulled that girl to the back and said, hey, you're not really picking the girls for real. I'm picking them. The two main selections I want to make is Jazz and Big Legs. Bring them to the front. Pull them up there like America's Next Top Model. Now, when it gets to that point, just name off stuff why you think that they should be baddies. Come up with it on your own, Scotty. You got it. You're a baddie. You're an OG. And then when it gets to that point, just be like, hey, give your reasoning that you're a baddie. And when you hear it, make sure you gift the chain to Jazz. Because if you gift the chain to Jazz, like, I fear Summer's gonna act a fool. She may just hit the girl. But she knew damn well that if Jazz got that chain, that Summer was gonna fly up there like a skin hopper and jump on Scotty as well. Like, she knew that Scotty was gonna be in the midst of all of that. Like, you made Scotty the villain for the night, and you knew what the fuck you were doing. Then you could tell it was a ploy to get Summer to act out, because why would Jazz go from being the most voted to go home to all of a sudden getting a baddie chain? Then for her to turn around and be like, you know what? I'm a girl's girl. You know what I would do? I'm gonna give my chain to Grandma P. Yeah, Grandma P, I'm gonna give you my chain. Like, baby, you barely deserve the chain. You don't deserve the chain at all. So what makes you think you have the authority to then take the chain that you shouldn't even have got and give it to somebody else that don't need it either? Like, I see a lot of people online already saying that Summer is a hater for jumping on Jazz and snatching her chain. She just mad. Jazz a little bit than her. Jazz got a better life than her and stuff like that. Yeah, that's cute. That's nice in theory. But if y'all was actually on this show and you was the one that's bringing life back into Baddies, you was fighting any and everybody. You was creating 1,000 storylines. You was bringing laughter back to the franchise. You was working your ass off to make sure you got your check. And it's another in the back. Just back there looking like a squirrel on her phone texting and telling everybody that she rumbled in the sheet for 42 dollars and that her friend is cashed out when she better than everybody. And she just get to walk up to the front of the line and snatch a baddie's chain and walk off with the same amount of money that you got. You would be mad as well, so let's not play. For the people that be in my comments faithfully every single week defending Jazz, saying that y'all don't see no issue with her saying that Summer is a bum, Summer dirty, Summer Whitson on top of Capitol Hill, Summer is a dirty scum rat that got $2 in her pocket. Y'all don't see no issue with that. And it's so funny because whenever I click on your profile, I see that you're the same dirty, dusty bum that Jazz be talking about. Like, if Jazz saw you in real life, she would cross the street and look down on you. Like, she would be like, oh, you she infested. Get out my way. So I think it's so funny how people always go against their interests the same way people did in this election. You voted for somebody that's rich because you one day hope to be rich, but you're a poor ass bitch. Currently, y'all go up for a bitch that you want to be when Summer is currently the bitch that you are. Y'all really hate yourself. Be in the comments talking about she ain't talking about me. Bitch, she is talking about you. The OGs get on my nerves so bad. Like, why was Anna jumping up to get in the fight? Like, what is you jumping up for? Summer ain't did nothing to you, baby. You and Jazz don't never talk. We've never seen y'all communicate. Babes, fade into oblivion like you've been doing for the rest of the season. I really feel like Anna just mad that Summer is the new her. Like, Summer poppers and Summer are getting the field and nobody's worried about you anymore. You sitting on the side smoking your blunt, drinking 55 shots a day. Move. Then Jayla got up there with another MOK speech talking about some Summer, don't be a hater. Jazz came in shaking up the table. Like, you ain't nothing but Natalie do girl now. Then Aubrey sitting up thinking she Debo trying to defend Jazz, but I need for the new girls to know, Jazz, Lord Farquhar, and Grandma P, Aubrey do not defend bitches for free. She gonna expect some cookie in exchange. And I thought Jazz said that she was that girl. Like, why are you crying over a gumball machine chain? I ain't gonna lie though, that Cuban link that she put with it. Oh baby, that was cute. I don't know who I didn't tell Rolly that she was the new Beyonce, but that bubblegum machine surgery's got her feeling herself. Like, who do Rolly think she is to be making anybody her assistant? But you know what? That entire scene, I had my fingers crossed that Slim said yes to that position, because all it's gonna do is make Rolly look bad. Like, it's gonna make Slim have a bigger fan base because people gonna be like, at least she was humble enough and she had enough humility to come back on her knees and be like, hey, I need the bread. I need to keep the lights on. And you know what? If I gotta have this bitch talking down on me in order to get back on this show, then that's what I'm gonna do, and it's gonna make Rolly look bad. DTB, come to the front, because why would you ever apologize to Akbar? That mama spit on you like 62 times. She talked about your skin. She talked about your face. She talked about your body. She talked about your body count. She went in on you. I would never in my life hug her. But after a while, I was like, you know what? Diamond is a smart cookie. Diamond apologized because she know that when everybody look at this show, Akbar is going to be known as the villain. Like, you was talking about me. You came at me for no reason. You were the one that didn't want to be humble. And I gave you a compliment about your performance. And then you came at me crazy and silly. That's the only reason why she apologized. She did the same thing she did with Tasiki. Now Akbar gonna be walking around looking like the damn fool. And I don't know, y'all, this is the first time I ever seen Natalie shaking in her boots, because when Aubrey got down to that bus and she said, well, who the moved the name tags down to the door? Natalie scooted back in that chair down to the corner talking about, I don't know, guys. It was all those J's. Aubrey, please don't get that liquor in your system and start lying. Gonna get down to the club talking about I be knocking bitches left and right. No, baby, you be getting knocked left and right. I'm sorry, if I was Dolly and I was down to the club and somebody pushed me and I almost bust my ass to the white meat show and Natalie picked up the mic and said, baddie, baddie, shot o'clock, I would pick up the nearest champagne bottle and bust. And not Sydney Starback stalking the girls. Like, am I the only person that was here for her riding around the country chasing the girls down on Baddies South? That was the key.